as a young person in this industry who has no filter and no idea.
Inside Disney's Snow White fiasco, threats, beefed up security, and a social media guru to shut her up.
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line.
Rachel Zegler found herself overwhelmed with emotion as the silence surrounding Gal Gadot has finally been broken, and the release of Snow White has spiraled into a full-blown disaster. Reports are surfacing that blame is being assigned, and Rachel is right in the center of the storm. So, what really transpired? Did Rachel sabotage the film, or is she merely an easy target for a much larger issue? Let's delve into the drama, the blame game, and the chaos surrounding this flop, which has now taken a personal turn. Rachel Zegler's worst fears have come to fruition. Fans had long speculated that Snow White would fail, but what Rachel likely didn't anticipate was Gal Gadot allegedly pointing fingers at her. The phrase going woke and going broke has resurfaced, and just when things couldn't get worse, even the producer's son has joined the fray, publicly criticizing Rachel for what he describes as a narcissistic personality. This public fallout has turned the film's release into a spectacle, with social media buzzing with opinions and accusations. Gal Gadot recently received her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a significant milestone in her career, but Rachel Zegler was notably absent from the event, raising eyebrows and sparking speculation. Fans quickly pointed out the rumored tension between the two co-stars, and her absence only fueled the fire. Some believe Rachel chose to avoid Gal, while others think Disney intentionally kept them apart, as they allegedly did during press events. Regardless of the reason, her no-show certainly didn't go unnoticed, and it has led to rampant speculation about the state of their relationship. On Tuesday, Variety released a bombshell report revealing behind-the-scenes drama between Rachel and Gal. Insiders claim that while filming, the two got along well with no major issues. However, as the release date approached, things began to shift. The tension escalated after the Oscars on March 2nd, when a fan asked if Rachel and Gal would be presenting together. Rachel's Instagram comment, referring to Gal as a professional pageant queen, didn't sit well with many, leading to accusations of disrespect. This seemingly innocuous comment set off a chain reaction that would have significant repercussions for both actresses. From that point on, Disney intervened, keeping Rachel and Gal apart during the press tour. Instead of quelling rumors, this only intensified fan speculation about their relationship. At the LA premiere on March 15th, Rachel and Gal didn't pose together or even sit near each other, with Rachel sitting 2 rows ahead of Gal and her family. Insiders reported that Disney had already lost hope of salvaging the film from the backlash it was facing. The tension was palpable, and it became clear that the relationship between the two stars was strained, if not outright hostile. If empty theater seats are any indication, Snow White is off to a rocky start, with audiences failing to show up. Social media is flooded with screenshots of unsold tickets and photos of nearly empty theaters during showings. Critics are even joking about starting a GoFundMe to help the film recover its massive budget. The film's failure has become a topic of conversation, with many questioning whether Disney's strategy of remaking animated classics is still viable in today's market. Rachel Zegler first made headlines when she was cast as Snow White, but not for the best reasons. Many fans were unhappy with a Latina actress portraying the iconic Disney princess, and the backlash was swift. The drama escalated with the fallout between Gal and Rachel, and now that the film has flopped, the blame game has officially begun, with Rachel caught in the middle. Jonah Platt, son of producer Mark Platt, publicly criticized Rachel, attributing the film's failure to her narcissistic behavior and political comments. When someone on Instagram called his father creepy, Jonah didn't hold back, stating that his father had flown across the country to confront Rachel about her statements. He claimed that Rachel brought unnecessary controversy to the film's promotion, despite her multi-million-dollar contract. When people defended her right to free speech, Jonah quickly countered, asserting that free speech doesn't exempt one from consequences at work, especially when millions are at stake. This public confrontation has only added fuel to the fire, with fans and critics alike weighing in on the situation. The situation escalated further when Rachel tweeted, "Free Palestine," shortly after the trailer hit 120 million views in 24 hours. The backlash was immediate, and Disney executives grew concerned, especially when Gal, who is Israeli, became the target of online hate. Reports indicate that Disney had to increase Gal's security due to the threats she faced. Tensions between Rachel and the studio intensified, leading to producer Mark Platt confronting her in person, but Rachel refused to delete her post. This refusal to back down only heightened the stakes, and the situation became increasingly complicated. As Rachel continued to post politically charged opinions, including comments about Donald Trump and his supporters, Disney scrambled to manage the situation, even bringing in a social media expert to handle her accounts. However, it was too late. Snow White flopped hard, grossing just $87 million against a $270 million budget, a devastating loss for Disney. The film's failure has raised questions about the viability of Disney's live-action remakes and whether audiences are still interested in these reimagined classics. Earlier this month, Gal opened up about the rising hostility online, highlighting the challenges of navigating such a toxic environment. Rachel didn't just stir controversy with her political posts. She also faced backlash for her comments about the original Snow White, calling it extremely dated and suggesting that the prince was a stalker. While she aimed to promote a stronger female lead, many fans felt she was disrespecting the legacy she was meant to represent. This disconnect between Rachel's intentions and audience perceptions has only exacerbated the backlash. On opening day, Rachel shared behind-the-scenes photos but notably excluded Gal, instead praising the crew and other cast members. Fans were skeptical, especially with the box office numbers plummeting and Gal remaining silent. The absence of any public support from Disney for Rachel has also raised eyebrows, as the studio has not come to her defense amid the growing criticism. As Rachel Zegler sits in an empty theater watching Snow White, the question remains, what's your take on all this? Is Rachel being unfairly blamed for the film's failure, or did her actions contribute to its downfall? The fallout from this flop is just beginning, and it's clear that the drama surrounding Snow White is far from over. Let us know your thoughts in the comments as this story continues to unfold. The fallout from Snow White extends beyond just the film itself. It raises questions about the current state of Hollywood, the pressures faced by actors, and the impact of social media on public perception. Rachel Zegler, a young actress thrust into the spotlight, has become a symbol of the complexities of modern celebrity culture. Her experience highlights the challenges of navigating a highly polarized environment where every statement can be scrutinized and weaponized. As the dust settles, it remains to be seen how Rachel Zegler will navigate her career moving forward. Will she be able to recover from this setback? Or will the shadow of Snow White linger over her future projects? The industry is known for being unforgiving, and the pressure to conform to audience expectations can be overwhelming. Rachel's journey will undoubtedly be closely watched as fans and critics alike weigh in on her next steps. As we continue to follow this unfolding narrative, we invite you to share your thoughts and opinions. What do you think about the situation? How do you feel about the future of Disney's live-action remakes? The conversation is just beginning, and the implications of this story will likely resonate for years to come. Let us know your take, as we keep a close eye on the developments in this ongoing saga.